Well, hello. For this quick, short video clip, I just want to point out one aspect that deals with leading teams, particularly in a rapid changing environment where a lot of times emotions can be high, stress can be high, things like that. The point I want to make is I want to first give you something that was said from a faith-based standpoint, but then I want to tailor it into leading teams in an environment and how it can give a hint at something that's critical that leaders need to understand. Robert Morris, when he was talking one day, pointed this out. He said, having to love without choice is meaningless. Having to love, but having a choice is magnificent. And it points out a really critical factor. Love's really not love unless it has a choice to it. How does that relate to leading teams? Not so much from the faith-based aspect of it, but simply this. When you're talking about getting the best out of your people, if I have the approach that kind of puts my thumb on their forehead and pushes to require them to do something, I'm going to stifle a lot of their creativity. I'm going to stifle a lot of their potential. And they're going to struggle when it comes to a point that they have to make a choice at the point of attack in the midst of this rapidly changing environment. So the question really becomes, as a leader, how do I get the best potential out of my people? It isn't by not allowing them to have a choice. I do have to lead. I do have to be clear on the strategy. I do have to communicate strategy. Then there is a time where if somebody just makes a choice of not being on the team, there does come a time when you have to let somebody go. But too often I think that gets clouded in today's environment. The idea is, how do I know? How do I get the best out of my people where they are choosing to be the creative, to see the solutions, to see the possibilities, to get on board, to make the choices, to make something happen? And I simply leave that with you this week. Look around your environment and what might you see?